Hello my friends, what is up? It's Kat here, and we finally have The Rings of Power Season 2, although I can't believe I'm saying finally because if I'm actually being honest, this freaking snuck up. I feel like it was such a longer build and anticipation for Season 1, which at the time seemingly felt like it had been in development for like 4 years. I swear that was what the timeline had felt like. I don't know, maybe the time has just flown the frick by, but I honestly forgot that we were getting this year, and suddenly it was August and now it's here. It's happening. So I just literally finished my season 1 rewatch fresh off of that banger of a finale, and honestly this show just gets better and better every time I watch it. So I'm so freaking excited heading into the second season here, which my biggest hope is that it remains true to the initial teaser that they released, which is the only piece of marketing that I watched. Honestly, that wasn't for lack of trying. I feel like they were dropping so many other trailers and I only ever got a chance to react to that first teaser that they had published earlier this summer, which looked dark as heck. It looked like a completely different show, honestly. Tonally, the vibe, just everything about it seemed like a completely darker pivot. Obviously, naturally, that's what I had said at the end of season 1. Like, it feels like this was setting up to finally what this show is about to become. It's like the story is just getting started in some ways, but it's turning to a much darker page where this is headed here. The pieces have fallen into play for darkness to just ensue. So I am hoping that they, capitalize on that and that it wasn't just kind of like a bait and switch situation, because I love that first teaser and I love if this is going to go in a darker, scarier direction, and they weren't afraid to tap into some darker aspects in season 1 too. So I hope they don't pump the brakes in that regard. They established some really epic, incredible momentum towards the latter half of season 1 there. The final 3 episodes I think are just fabulous, and so I really hope that they capitalize on that and again, don't pump the brakes. Keep it going. I think I had said at the end of season 1, it really feels like it's just getting started. So that's what I'm excited for. We got freaking 3 episodes to watch. I cannot believe they dropped the first freaking 3 hours. That's like half of this show practically in an 8-episode season. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks. We're gonna be here for the long haul. Let's freaking get into it. Season 2, episode 1, Elven Kings Under the Sky. Oh my god, that transition goes so hard. That final shot, that has rocked me to my core, and I have not stopped thinking about it. Oh, frick. Okay, right out of the gate, okay. Oh my,
Always after a defeat, the shadow takes another shape and grows again. Morgoth is gone, leaving us alone in disgrace. A new age begins. Under me, Sauron.
He's new. Wait, what's happening?
For I seek a new kind of power. Not of the flesh, but over flesh. One we shall use to enslave the peoples of Middle-earth to our very will.
Look at all these freaking orcs. I love it.
No longer will we be hunted as the demons who broke Middle-earth. Doubt me at your peril.
Oh! 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 Throwback to 5 minutes ago when I was like, I hope this is dark! Starting with eye stabbing 5 minutes in. Less than. I love it. I still am confused. This man is definitely... I am
your only future!
Is this a flashback to Adar killing Sauron? This is a flashback, actually, I think. It must be. I shouldn't have made it so pointy. Youch. Yow! This feels like Julius Caesar. He's getting Caesared right now. How much can he take? Whoa, this is... already off to a hot start. This is... Wasn't prepared for that. Holy blood! They got... You think you got him? The eyes are gonna shoot open. Don't jump scare me. It all makes sense. Holy frick. Oh, that was... Dang. Well, I guess Adar's gonna be enemy number 1. Now that Sauron's returned. I'm not sure how that's gonna go down after this little treachery stunt here. I feel like he's gonna pay for this betrayal. I'm so freaking excited right now. This has already taken such a turn. I was not expecting this to be the opener for this season, but this is a good omen for the direction this is gonna go if they stick with this. There's gonna be another jump scare. Ooh! Yuck! Oh. Gosh. Are we about to see Hallbrand come to life? He started out as black spaghetti. Are we about to see it? Oh god. Oh my. The persistence. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. You're done for. Oh god. Yep. What the actual frick? Oh. Oh my. Did he have to, like, consume her human form? Oh my god. This is so wild. Y'all, if you had paid me $1 million to guess how this season was gonna start, I was not prepared for any of this. This is... Now, how does he get on that boat? I'm sure we'll see that. Is this gonna take us all the way up to when his path crosses with Galadriel's in the ocean?
That way lies death, friend. An army of orcs moves against men. We were the fortunate ones. There's another life waiting for you. You just have to turn toward it. A symbol of kings long dead.
Then why wear it?
As a reminder that our fates are never certain.
Well, we know that this man dies. He stole it off a dead man.
Find another path. Perhaps another life. Or walk on. Keep chasing death.
He's gonna come with you and he's gonna kill you. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. Maybe he won't kill him, but this shipwreck will.
What haunts you so? All of us have done things that we care not to admit.
Not on this level.
Not like I have. Grab hold of something.
Help me!
Oh! Well, he lied a little bit, I guess, when he said he pulled it off a dead man. That man was alive. Whoa. And so it begins. The fateful meeting. Oh, frick. This is so much more eerie, this obviously, with this backstory.
Besides a fate. Elves may be heading in. Or out.
Frick. Gosh. What a way to open it. Oh, shnikes. What are y'all chasing each other for?
We intend no insult, Commander Galadriel. By order of Harold Elrond, you are to come with us.
Oh. Is he still a little bit salty that she kind of lied by omission when it comes to Halbrand's ancestry, or lack thereof? If the truth does come out, though, I would prefer that.
Is it true?
Harold Elrond carries 3 rings.
We will discuss the rings once you have answered the question. This Halbrand was not who he claimed. Who is he?
That is not what I thought.
You think?
Now, who is this man?
Please just tell them I can't stand this.
He is Sauron.
Okay, I'm so glad they got that off her chest. Out of the gate, thank you.
How could you?
She didn't know.
Of all our kind.
He deceived me.
Show them to me. We dare not use them, High King. He's no doubt
He
corrupted.
never touched them.
We cannot know the depth of his influence.
The last gold leaf will fall, and the elves must abandon these shores forever. Those rings are more than our last hope. It is a risk we must chance to take. Give them to me.
They must be destroyed.
That decision is far above your privilege. It is a command from your king.
Don't do it.
Ubelin Parapan.
Oh god, he's gonna... Well, ow. Dang, they're really lighting a match here. They are getting right to it. Oh, shnikes. I can't believe this feels like a different show. Now, hang on a second. Is he disguising himself?
Move those legs, King.
He's definitely got something up his sleeve so that he can strike Adar, I feel like.
The King of the Southlands turned himself in, Lord Father.
You better watch your back, sir. Oh god.
Let my people go.
My people defeated the men of these lands. There is no one left for us to fear. There is one.
A power that will allow him to use your children as slaves in his army once more.
Set my people free, and I will tell you where he can be found. So you can destroy him.
You will tell me everything you think you know of this sorcerer now.
If I die, all that I know dies with me. You can't kill me.
He'll just be reborn. Youch. Adar has become very interesting.
Sauron could never return, could he?
Y'all wish. He's obviously done terrible, horrific, awful monstrosities. But you kind of feel scared for him. I'm like, he better watch his back. I don't know where I stand with him now that we know that he's out to get Sauron, obviously, but... Oh. Oh. Well, I need to go back and freeze frame.
You had that dream again last night, didn't you? Maybe it's a clue to what we're going to find.
Oh, that's a clue, alright. Well, who the frick is watching them now? Excuse me, what?
We're going in circles.
There must be some evil upon this land.
There's nothing to eat out here.
Oh, work your magic. I'm glad that he can actually speak this season. At least more so than obviously up until the tail end of last season.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Further.
Like, he has such a good personality, obviously. I'm glad that gets to show more this time around.
Further, Nori.
Oh god. He's like, I'm sick of this.
I asked you to conjure up some food, and you did.
In the dream, there's a kind of branch.
What happens next?
Some things are best not shared aloud. Perhaps wizards are not always fair.
When you go into it thinking, is he, you know who, is he Gandalf? Like, if you have that preconceived notion.
It appears we're being followed.
Hello? Oof, that's not a baby warg anymore. Even the baby one, though, wreaked frickin' havoc. That's grown.
Not even kings can go without food.
I hope this guy has ultimate karma coming his way.
Pain must be something you enjoy.
It's probably better off not eating that. Y'all are gonna regret this.
I'm going to kill you.
Do not. Don't eat that. Don't. They're really leaning into the jump scares this episode. Oh, he's got a little obedient warg now. Somebody's trying to make a break for it.
You needn't hide any longer.
Master Capt.
I have nowhere else to turn. You are the oldest and wisest of our kind.
If these rings have so quickly turned elf against elf, if what you told me is true, these 3 rings were made without Sauron's touch, what would you ask of me?
The rings must be destroyed. To do otherwise means falling prey to the designs of the enemy.
On the seabed, a scar so deep its end none but Manwë himself knows. Cast these rings into its depths. They...
Please, High King, give me one last chance to reason with my friend. Elrond, I should have trusted you. But unless we both trust in the rings now...
They're already gone.
What so frightens you cannot consider the possibility of their corruption?
I know the 3 rings are free of his influence.
But are you?
Oh.
Like Valinor, or was the darkness calling to you?
Dang,
Can you
he's
not
making
see?
points.
All this may be by his design.
Where is Capt?
Ah.
You did what you must, Galadriel. So have I.
Elrond.
He played her. This is tough. This rift, I was not expecting the 2 of them to be so divided here. They were the strongest of friends. It's tough because they're both right in some respects. Was it truly Galadriel's fate? Or has she always been played in some way by Sauron? I'm beginning to think we don't actually have anything to fear of this person. Alright, prediction. Maybe it's Poppy.
Poppy?
Why were you stalking them in a creepy way?
Welcome to the lands of Rune. What are you waiting
It's looking pretty desolate. They are still in danger. Where are they? Who the frick? Oh, I'm inclined to think that's not a good sign, but... They don't want to be thrown away. Oh god, and so it begins. Don't look at him. Oh god, it's happening in real time. Oh no, don't. Ugh. Don't.
I was in your place once. 13 of us were chosen to be blessed of Morgoth's hand. I was led out to a dark and nameless peak and left. I saw it. His servant's face. Sauron's face. Now tell me what you know of Sauron.
Sauron has returned in a new form. I have something you don't. The trust of the Elves. And I'll go to them and seek him out.
You vow allegiance to Adar.
Probably not for long. I think Adar's still skeptical. He's still watching his back.
Now swear it.
With your head at my feet.
You little power hungry. I wouldn't talk to him like that. I wouldn't patronize him.
I vow to serve the Lord of Mordor to the end of my days.
Well, that's one loophole. Dang, the frickin' complexities of his performance. I just can't believe after rewatching season 1 that this is all the same. He's programmed that warg to come and eat you. Good, that man really deserved that. Holy, his smile, oh my god. It's just so bizarre how one moment he's just, the way he can flip on a switch.
The light of the Eldar has faded. We must return to our home. Our days in Middle-earth are ended.
Somebody didn't want to throw him away. Oh god. That is the face of a man who fell in love with the rings. Oh frick.
It is here.
He put it on?
Has brought it to Middle.
Oh frick. Oh god. Oh god.
No!
Oh no, 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 no. This is just watching in real time everybody become enthralled. It's intoxicating. She's, oh my. Ugh, I'm laughing, but it's like, you know exactly what's gonna freaking happen, obviously. Frick. Oh god. Oh no. I mean, it's working, but at what cost? I can't even be like happy for them right now, though. It's like, they've really opened a can of worms. He knows it. At what cost? No. This is honestly like really sad to watch unfold. Let the obsession begin.
Let us pray the rings worked.
Forgive me, my lord, but a messenger has just arrived. He says he wants to negotiate.
Oh, frick. Huh?
Well, my lord, do we grant him entry?
Oh. It begins. Frick. Oh my god. I could not have asked for a better, honestly, first episode. I wasn't this might be premature, but I feel like already this direction, now that they've opened the friggin' can of worms, the Mordor can of whoop ass, dare I say, this could be so premature and like recency bias here, but I feel like this direction where this is about to go, the tone, everything here for the show, but it's become so much more freaking complicated now of like, this episode, you know, with Galadriel in particular, the question remains really, it's like, who is right? Was she really acting in such, you know, determination, or was this fate, you know, bestowed upon her the whole time? Was she really following darkness? You know, it's like, who's right? You know, Elrond kind of trying to confront her there with what was truly drawing you, what force was truly manipulating your path. Was it your own, of your own volition, or do you think you've been deceived this whole time? What would make you believe that Sauron couldn't have had his hand in your destiny this whole time? It's like, true, what do you believe? Has she been doing anything on her own accord necessarily? All of that freaking just determination and just the endless, just ruthless persistence that she had. Even Halbrand, or as he confesses his true identity, Sauron, you know, as they have that confrontation in the finale of season 1, he says it and paints it plainly for her as well. Like, I tried to give you signs. You saw what you wanted to see. It's really sad to see if that's true, you know, for Galadriel having been led by that, you know, persistence, but was it just, you know, was she a victim to her own, obviously, tunnel vision that led them here? And I always questioned, you know, I hated in the finale of season 1 when she refuses to, you know, divulge the truth. She learns, obviously, this terrible fact, and yeah, it doesn't look great for her if she's been in freaking cahoots with Sauron the whole time, but I don't think she helped her case by lying by omission, by withholding that, and to the point that, you know, Elrond had to go digging and uncover it for himself. It doesn't put her on a better pedestal there, knowing that she was keeping that really pivotal, crucial secret, maybe just for the sake of saving face. But again, it was just kind of manipulation from Sauron anyway to begin with. When he had said, you know, your friends think they're on the right path, why ruin this for them? You know, this opportunity that you and your kind have. She was kind of doing that on just his own suggestion as well, that manipulation. So to go into this obviously knowing that she's perhaps questioning, and, you know, she feels steadfast that she'd been deceived, but is that the case? Does she really feel the confusion and the kind of self-imposed guilt of, was I easily fooled? Was I so easily blinded like that I could have been corrupted? And has anything I've been doing been on my own accord, or has it been, you know, the puppeteering, the kind of orchestration of the Dark Lord? So to be questioning yourself like that, I'm sure, and then to be caught red-handed. So now all of that already kind of swirling for her character to then see this unfolding, all of them already getting so intoxicated by the rings. It's like, shoot. But, you know, the point that Círdan makes, according to, you know, Elrond, these rings have already, you know, enacted division. Already elves are turning against one another, but it is real tough. It's like, who's necessarily in the right or not? You know, Elrond, of course, rather taking that risk of all of them having to abandon Middle-earth, but, you know, at least at preventing or trying to prevent the corruption that these rings could necessarily carry with them. We don't know for sure. You know, this was all Sauron's doing to begin with, so just because he didn't have a physical hand in forging them doesn't necessarily mean that they are clean and free of his, you know, was all of this, you know, devised by him, part of a larger plan. So I agree so much with Elrond in that regard, but of course it comes with the cost of then you have to forsake all of Middle-earth and only be freaking looking out for yourself. So, but I'm just so glad that that truth came out, like, sooner than I thought it would. Frankly, I thought Galadriel was going to go a lot further with holding that secret to the grave before it came out, but obviously Elrond was onto it, you know, in the finale. I just didn't realize it would so soon come out that she was actually, you know, deceived by Sauron the whole time. They all kind of were, so I'm glad that they got that out there, because the elves are freaking smarter than this, you know, now, but it's now the question remains for everyone here. It's like, how deep is his hand in everything? How entrenched are we in the corruption or his manipulation? Are we safe at all or free at all from him now that they know that he's back in front and center? It's just going to be on the back burner of everything. So it's like, can you trust any, you know, what the significance of the rings are and, you know, the effect it's having? It's But yeah, the whole introduction of this, the backstory here with, how Halbrand takes on, the reborn form of Sauron and whatnot after hibernating for how many years, like who knows how the frick long that could have been. But this poises Adar again in a really interesting position. I think Adar as a character was maybe the most intriguing element, or at least one of the most interesting and dynamic characters of season 1, because he is such this like tortured soul and kind of has this like victim mentality about him, but he's willing to enact like the most gruesome, violent atrocities to only seat himself on the throne now, for Mordor. So it's kind of like, how much of his own words can you trust, to have him now watching his back at the thought, for sure he's not certain that, he killed Sauron. I don't think he believes that necessarily for a hot second. Maybe he would like to believe that, but I think he's always feared, has always been watching his back, waiting in case he were to strike and take revenge. So now it's really interesting, like, for this character. He might be one of the coolest characters of the show, Adar. I'm not saying I'm rooting for him by any means. Like I said, he's enacted mass destruction and mass casualties, and, don't agree with anything about the way he's gone about securing these lands and whatnot. Just as a character, there was so much mystery and intrigue about him in season 1, and then to, learn this, that he thinks that he has killed Sauron, the way this paints him now as like enemy number 1, the first on the hit list. I can't picture, unless Sauron has a larger plot in mind that somehow utilizes Adar, I can't picture a scenario in which he doesn't want to freaking kill him. But it's so interesting to go back, as they showed in the highlight reel of the, recap of season 1, when Halbrand and Adar first confront each other. Halbrand says to him, "Do you remember me?" To know the backstory of that now is just so, makes it such a different experience to go watch season 1. And now obviously this will have an impact on that too, just rewatching all of that with this history, this backstory here. Just can't wait to rewatch just the first even like 20 minutes of this episode. Everything there with Sauron becoming Halbrand, it's just like, oh my god, it paints everything in such a different light. Every word he says in season 1 now, you just watch with new ears, with a fresh, perspective coming from this place of his deception. But of course, that's again a testament to his performance. As I was saying, the way he can flip this switch. I think during season 1, I couldn't buy in. I didn't subscribe for the longest time. I held out for as long as I possibly could that Halbrand could be Sauron. I just couldn't believe it, but it was because of this performance, the way he's able to flip on a switch. It's just so it's so eerie. I think that's already the tone of what's happening here, though. Even though, yes, there's this newfound hope now for the elves, in all of Middle Earth and whatnot, they're still just like, what's up ahead, what they're up against now. So it's like, and now not only are they fighting, the larger darkness, but what has been planted here with the rings and the wedge it has already driven, it just makes it tough to watch at some parts. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like this was maybe some lackluster commentary here, but I have freaking 2 more episodes to watch, so I'll probably have some more formulated thoughts, obviously, but the show still looks friggin', of course, visually gorgeous. We knew that going in, of course, with the budget and whatnot, and from season 1. So just so excited to continue, obviously, with the absolutely gorgeous visuals, but with full-fledged Mordor now. Like, welcome to Mordor. That freaking gave me chills. So again, to see more of this darkness here, where I think this is gonna continue going, I'm really just fixated here on where this poises Adar. Like, could he have a place in this that doesn't necessarily end with Sauron freaking killing him? I don't know. It also just adds more depth to Halbrand. I guess we can't really necessarily call him that anymore, but Sauron, and when he is in this, it's like, can you believe anything he freaking says? Everything is a freaking act. So when he's out here confessing these, I've done terrible things, the likes that no one else has ever committed, awful atrocities, it's like, is that part of an act, or does he truly really perceive and grasp that and carry that weight? I don't know. I'm excited to get more of that. We'll see. I'm gonna jump right into episode 2. I will see you guys over in that reaction, which will hopefully be published very shortly after this one, depending on how fast I can edit. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this one. I'm so freaking excited and already so stoked. Like, I truly could not have asked for a better opener to the second season here, and I feel like it's just confirming my hopes that things are about to get so much darker. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then, hope you guys are doing so well, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye guys.